I get myself into some of the darndest predicaments, and that's because I can't say no. I'm sort of a nice guy, and I like to help friends and neighbors out. So today what I am doing is helping a one of my former teenage employees. He thinks he has the world's biggest pumpkin. So we're going to try to move this pumpkin so he can get it weighed to determine if it is the world's biggest pumpkin. Yeah, I know it's only August, August 9th? But I called him my science guy, and I think he was in one of my videos getting straw, helping me with straw last year. Very smart kid. He worked for me at the hardware store for about 2 years, a little over 2 years, all during the whole face mask thing. Just a great kid. So he contacted me about a month ago looking for the extension service number, some information on them, thinking he at least may have the state record for the largest pumpkin in the state of Maryland. So I gave him that information. So then he contacted me over the weekend and said, hey, do you know anybody with a scale large enough to weigh this pumpkin? I said, no, I really don't. I said, the closest thing I know is going up to our moving facility, Worldwide Moving or American Van Line Moving, you know, one of those places. They have a truck scale up there. I said, that's the only place I know to weigh something this big. I think he's talking 1,000 pounds or better. I don't know. I'm not sure that he knows. So he got everything arranged, got a friend with a truck to haul this pumpkin, wanted me to bring my tractor up to lift the pumpkin up to put it on the truck so he can go get it weighed. So yeah, I said, yep, I can do that. So that's where I'm headed. Well, this morning, I got a text from him and said, it's not looking good. When he started trying to move the pumpkin around, I guess to get the straps underneath of it so we could lift it, he's got a rotten place on the pumpkin on the bottom that he could not see. So he's not sure now how bad it is underneath. So we're going to give it a shot. We're going to see what happens when we lift it up. You know, the whole thing may just crack open, break open from the bottom, everything come out of it. I don't know, but hey, we'll give it a shot. I don't have that much else going on, so let's go look at the world's largest pumpkin and see what this thing is all about.
swing? Does it swing? It's going up still. A little more. I think you might have it now. Keep going. I think you got it. I think it's there. I see it. Swinging. 1244.
So it looks like it's 12:43 or 12:49. Looks like it's just that side.
Yeah.
That's the worst of it.
Congratulations on being the state record.
So what was the previous record?
1107.
All right, we're going to try to move this into the woods. He's got to move it anyway, and he doesn't want it in the garden stinking up everything. Now you see what it takes to raise a world record holding pumpkin. You've got to have fans and tents and sand, and you've just got to take care of it. Do I dare ask why we have socks out here?
When the pumpkin grows, it'll raise the vine out of the ground.
Okay.
And at each leaf node, the vine will send down these roots. And so I need to pick up the vine to allow some slack. But
Okay.
I don't want to like completely like ruin the root.
Right,
So
that's
I'll
right.
pull the root out, fill the sock with dirt, and then put the root in the sock.
Okay. Okay. So
it's
it's
not-
still getting the nutrients. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Wow. I was wondering what was under the tent when you sent the picture. I said he must be growing another one or maybe a watermelon under the tent. But okay, you were keeping the root cool as well.
I'm trying to set another watermelon. I'm trying to set another pumpkin on this vine. This one still looks pretty healthy because I want to try to get some seeds with some different genetics. It's going to be this one right here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
This vine is a part of the same plant. It comes off of this vine here and it goes around the back. This pumpkin is going to be like a 20th of that size.
Right,
I'm just growing
yeah.
it to get the seeds.
Yep. Now, was that pumpkin one from seeds last year or the year before?
No, I bought the seeds for that.
You
one
did,
this
okay.
year. It came from a grower up in New York. He grew a 2,000-pound pumpkin with that. It's from the 2,000-pound pumpkin. It weighed 2,002 pounds. But in New York, it's a lot cooler.
Right.
So they have a much better climate for growing this sort of
Yeah.
thing. They do a much better job. Like it was putting on like 40, 50 pounds a day. And then
Okay.
as soon as we had like the dew points in the 80s for weeks on end,
Right.
it just stopped.
What is the circumference of that one? Did you measure it?
All right, if you could take this tape and hold it on the widest point over there for me, John. Probably right back here.
How many days did it grow?
It grew for like 45 to 50 days, but after that, it's not 50 days old, but it stopped growing after about 50 days.
Mm, 13 feet, almost 14.
You measure from here, so just call that 14 feet.
14 feet, okay. But in a contest, it's weight only that they go by?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's other contests that judge by its beauty, like its color,
Right.
if it has any scars, any cantaloping, its shape.
Okay.
That doesn't matter what the weight is.
Okay. Right. So like this scar here would not be good against
Yeah, that
as
takes
far as
some
the
points
beauty.
off. This would be an amazing. This would probably win that competition if I didn't have any scars on it.
Oh, really? Because of the coloration of
Yeah,
it.
it's a great color. It has no cantalouping, which is like just like sort of rough veins that run along the surface.
Okay. Yep.
And good shape as well. It's not like really ugly. Plus, this pumpkin, when it was a small female flower, I pollinated it with the flower from a different plant.
Okay.
So I crossed it with a different plant.
Okay.
So introduced new genetics.
Foliar feeding, can you control your nutrients a whole lot better than the other way? Or is it?
The people who do this like hardcore, they'll send soil tests to labs to like know exactly what's in their
Yeah.
soil, and they can fine tune it to produce a giant pumpkin. And they'll take tissue tests of the plant. They'll send like a leaf stalk to a lab, and they'll analyze what exactly is in the leaf, if there's any deficiencies, and they'll probably add those deficiencies through either root uptake or foliar feeding, depending on just who they are. I planted the seed, I don't know what exact date, I probably took a picture, but I planted the seed
He's
on...
so bad, Donnie. He stuck an umbrella on top of it with a black light underneath that.
Okay.
It was a grow light, not a black light.
Right.
But he had a fan run out underneath that. He had a grow light on one side, a fan on the other, and then the umbrella on top protecting it from the rain.
I started the seed on March 27th.
Wow.
Okay.
And so in the early season, you will have those times
Right.
where it's real cloudy for a long time.
Did you
But I have a big grow light I'll put out there. The plant's small at that time,
Yeah.
so I'll put the grow light on for like until like 11 p.m. I'll turn it off to sort of give it some more light. But you don't want to mess up like its natural cycle too much. I started it, it was still cold, obviously, like you were saying. I take a Tupperware container. I think it's like 25 gallons or something like that, one of those totes, beer totes. And at night, I'll just put a heat lamp on the outside to
Okay.
heat up the inside of the big tote, and it sort of acts like a greenhouse.
Okay.
A lot of people put a heating mat, like a germination heating mat on the inside to heat up the soil. And a lot of people make their own like miniature greenhouse. Like they take some PVC and wrap some mill fabric or mill plastic around it. But I tried that once and it didn't work out too well.
Okay.
It like blew down. Last year, someone grew the largest pumpkin in North America ever grown, but they had a split in the stem or something like that, so it was disqualified. It was upwards of 2,500. Oh, I didn't.
Oh.
No, I thought you were talking about the Italian thing.
Oh,
You
no,
were
no,
talking
no.
about him.
It was
Wow, 2,500. Wow.
So we had,
yeah. I think he's based in Michigan.
Okay.
But don't quote me on that. Oh yeah, Mike Schmidt. He grew a pumpkin that was 2,520 pounds last year. It was disqualified. That would have been the largest ever grown. Currently, the largest ever grown is 2,350 pounds by Travis Ginger. I think that's how you say it. The male flower that I crossed this with has some of that genetics from the 2350. Some of the seeds, like really pristine seeds, can run upward. Like the world record, you could probably sell each seed for like $100.
Okay. That's a lot for one seed.
I had very low expectations at the beginning of the season. So you see, I put my my initial board here. It's not very big. It quickly outgrew that, and I had to put more around it. But I couldn't get these exactly to there because the pumpkin was already
growing over it.
And so I'm pretty confident that this soil exposure definitely aided in its in rotting it. So if it did something different, is put a bigger board there initially. You want it to be in contact with something that's not organic, or something that won't hold water. That's why we have the sand there. The sand serves a couple purposes. It drains very well. It's not organic. The sand is smooth, smooth like balls. Specific type of sand. There's a lot of sands out there, and it serves as little rollers as the pumpkins grow.
Okay.
Because it grows at a really fast speed.
Yep.
It can grow like a couple inches in circumference every night.
Okay.
And so it needs to be able to expand and not scratch itself up. Maybe I can start it later and not end up with a rotten pumpkin.
Well, that's true. That's true, and avoid the heat and humidity that we've had.
We really didn't have that great of a growing season until the 1st of June.
I'm definitely gonna cut it open today. You want to get some?
Oh, sure.
whatever's
Yeah, if
like
you're gonna,
inside
yeah,
there.
if you're gonna cut it open, yeah, why not?
Whatever they say.
You're just gonna cut it right in the middle? Jeez. How thick do you think the wall is?
We're gonna have to see.
I have no clue. Probably, well, based on what I'm seeing back there, 2.5 inches.
I was gonna go with
4.
10.
No, I don't.
I have no clue.
I don't know the way that saw was pulling. It was thicker than 2.5 inches probably up there.
I'm sticking with 10.
Okay, to those of you all listening here on YouTube, I know where this pumpkin is, so I'm going to come back here tonight and steal some of these seeds at $100 a piece, and you'll be seeing them for sale later on.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Oh, you've done this before.
Wow, take a look in there.
Come on, hop in.
We can make a swimming pool out of it, although we know it's not holding water.
Yeah, you can see that area in there is a little rotten.
Yep.
That's a lot of mold.
That's yeah.
Now we gotta get all the seeds out. And there's some here.
Okay, yeah, all right, now I can see
These
them
seeds
as
are
you
pretty
pull them
big,
out.
too.
Mm-hmm. Are we guessing how many seeds are in there? I'm not counting.
What part of this is there?
So what do we got, 8 inches? 9 inches? Yep. Wow.
And there, yeah, you can definitely see it's a lot thicker by the stem. It's maybe even twice as thick. This is gonna be hard because it goes like in.
Yeah, it goes in here too. Oh, it goes in there.
Yeah.
Okay, it bulges in here. Wait.
Oh, wow. That whole bottom was rotten out. Rotten. Yep. We were lucky to get it this far. Yep.
I'll grab that one good looking seed.
Yeah, the stem's actually hollow.
Why do you think the stem is hollow? You think?
Oh, look, the vine is kind of hollow though. If you cut the vine in half, it's got a little bit of a.
I guess that's true. You see it.
Yeah, this one right here. It's like a membrane.
It's like smooth.
Almost like you're gutting a cow or a deer.
It's warm enough. It's just like that tea.
Oh, is it really?
Oh, yeah. This is gonna
You're
make the
probably
whole
usually
neighborhood
not
smell
doing that
great.
in the middle of August. And if you are, you better not tell nobody.
Right, that's true.
It's gonna be 85 September 15th.
Damn, I'm counting your college tuition right there. I think we got 100 seeds.
Where are you?
I had thought about putting this on the pallet and bringing it to the hardware store for people to guess the size, but I'm glad I didn't.
Yeah.
As rotten as that thing is, it would have been out in my parking lot. It would stink the whole place up.
Yesterday I was assuming it was in good condition, and I was saying you put it on the pallet and put it
Yes,
in front
yep,
of the
I was
store.
thinking that as well, that if you weren't doing anything with it, just to put it out front for a couple of weeks and have people guess what the weight is.
The female flower. And you see there were 3 lobes to pollinate on the female flower.
Okay, yep.
And correspondingly on the inside, there's 3 lobes.
Oh,
for the
yeah,
seed
I see it,
formation. You
yep.
have seeds here. This is 1 lobe. This is 1 lobe.
Yep.
And 1 lobe.
Okay. Ah, interesting.
Is it the same with all vine plants? Like zucchinis have those pockets of seeds too. Or can you look at the flower and see the same thing?
I don't know.
Probably. I mean, they have a lot of other similarities.
That's something new. I didn't know that. Jason, I see what you mean about the smell.
You see that one in there?
Uh-huh. Well, that was a lot of fun. I got an education today. I hope you all learned something as well about pumpkins. So 1,244 pounds. Now, we did not weigh the strapping. The strapping was probably a couple of pounds, so let's call it 1,240 pounds. Unfortunately, it was rotten on the bottom, so he could not be a part of the state competition. I think, what did he say? The previous state record was 1,109 pounds. So if it hadn't have been rotten on the bottom, you know, he could have somehow gotten it certified and become a state champion. But, you know, he's learned a couple of things with this one. He's going to go back to the drawing board and he's going to try it again. And hopefully next year he can grow one just as big and hit the state record. I did not take any seeds with me. I'm not interested in growing pumpkins. You know why? Why do I want to grow pumpkins when I have a friend like the science guy who can grow them a whole lot better than me? So I'll let him do the growing. I'll just bring the tractor up in order to weigh them. Okay, I think that's all I got for you on this video, so I'm going to say see ya! See ya!